Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? It's Makeda Valletta, also known as the Body Scientist, and I'm live on my IG from New York City. Don't have my mic, so hopefully you can hear me okay. In case you're unfamiliar with me, I am a strength and conditioning coach, a sports nutritionist, a dancer, and I have a Bachelor's of Science in Exercise and Sports Science and Nutrition, and just completed a Master's of Science in Medical Cannabis Science and Therapeutics. And I am a lifelong dancer, okay? I've been training in dance for 30-something years now, and I've studied many different forms of dance. And this video is titled, Haitian Dance is Better Than Yoga, okay? I made a video probably over a decade ago, okay, called Haitian Dance is My Yoga. You can still find it on YouTube if you want to look at it. I want to do an update to that to that video. So, as a strength and conditioning coach, I have committed my life to studying all the ways that we can take our body to its highest level, right? And that includes many things. That includes what we're putting in our body, what we're putting on our skin, what we are breathing, and what we are doing with our bodies, okay? And our body affects our mind, okay? So our mind tells our body what to do, but what we do with our body can also affect our mind, which is why I always stand 10 toes down on the healing properties of dance, especially black dance. I'm in the diaspora, okay? I've done videos on my other page, The Renaissance Amazon, where I talk about that. So I've done many videos about medicinal properties of shaking and gyrating. And I've studied, I grew up studying ballet, the Dance Theater of Harlem, and Harlem School of the Arts, ballet and tap. I grew up in New York City, in Harlem, Washington Heights, so I grew up dancing dance hall, hip hop, salsa, merengue, because that was what I grew up around. And then as an adult, I started studying in-depth Afro-Cuban, Afro-Brazilian, Haitian, Afro-Dominican, Afro-Puerto Rican, Afro-Peruvian, Afro-Colombian, okay, Afro-American. I have in the Congo, okay, so I'm not really a student of West African dance. I'm a student of black dances in the diaspora, particularly in the Americas, and the Congo, okay? So, and there's a difference between black dance in the Americas and dances in Africa. Huge difference, okay? A lot of times when you look at African dances that they're doing in a village or something, it's very specific. It's like one particular movement. A lot of times it's not very complex. When you look at black dances in the diaspora, they're a lot more complex. And they have a lot more improvising and various steps and things. And that's because there's so much history and medicine, okay, in our dances. And it's mixed up with different things. And so out of studying, I can say that out of the whole diaspora, out of all those countries I mentioned, they all have beautiful healing dances. But Haiti, okay, Haiti is just, to me, the most magical, okay, of them all. And the dances have a lot of healing properties. So, in the fitness world, people are always talking about yoga, 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 okay? And yoga is cool. I'm not going to say it doesn't have a purpose, I got my mother, who's 75 years old, doing yoga. And because my mom really needed to focus on her breathing. And dance has taught me how to breathe. But if you are somebody that is just a regular person, trying to learn to breathe through dance could be too much, because you're trying to focus on learning the steps and memorizing the steps and then breathing, right? So with yoga, it allows you to slow it down, hold the pose, and focus on the breathing. Now in yoga, there's a lot of different poses that one may get into depending on the type of yoga they're studying. In Haitian folkloric dance, there are a lot of movements that are like yoga poses. The only difference is that in the Haitian folkloric dance, you then you have footwork involved. You have hip work involved. So you could be in a deep squat and your hips are doing an intense movement, okay? Slow or fast. Slow and fast, slow to fast, fast to slow, okay? You have intense hip movements in that pose. You have your shoulders are also involved, and your head then becomes involved. So to be able to also align yourself with the drums, which are completely speaking to you and completely aligned with every movement that you're doing, every emphasis is in alignment with one of the drums, and the counts are not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. No, it's something, the rhythms is on a lot of off beats. You have to be able to listen to the drums and hear it, internalize it. And the technique, there's amazing technique, regal, graceful technique. But the dances can be, you're doing yoga poses, but you're moving your hips and moving your shoulders, okay? Moving your head, okay? All of that. And then you talk about putting your back into it. All of it goes into it. And then you are dealing with levels. Sometimes you might be low to the ground, then you're up, okay? Then you're low to the ground, then you hop up and you're turning around, and then you're up again. And that going down and up is also very challenging. And as a dancer, you have to, yoga is about, you know, working through these poses and breathing, learning how to breathe properly. Have to do that in dance, because you will not get through the first 10 seconds if you don't learn how to breathe properly, right? So that's a huge part of it as well, okay? And the poses, like each pose in yoga has certain healing properties in the body. The same thing is true when you get in those poses in Haitian dance, except now you have to activate your hips. Okay, you talk about Kundalini. There's no Kundalini if you're not activating here, okay? If you're talking about stomping your feet and footwork, okay, shaking, gyrating, shoulders, head, you're shaking it all out, transforming that energy. And then memorizing choreography, okay, like if you're in a class and your Haitian folkloric dance is highly complex. So not only is it challenging your body, your physical body, you're doing levels, you're doing fast movements, you're getting your hips involved, your shoulders involved, okay? Your head's involved, the footwork, you're changing directions, you're changing levels. So all of that also really activates your brain and neuroplasticity in your brain. Learning new things, okay? Constantly learning new things helps our brain stay young and healthy, okay? So we're being physically active and engaging in strenuous activity. Like yoga is cool, but it's not strenuous activity, okay? Our bodies are meant to do a lot more. Our bodies are meant to do physical work. To me, yoga is the warm-up, okay? Or it's the after, the cool down, okay? But when you have dance, now you have to have rhythm, fluidity in your body. So you have to have another level of body control. You have to have body awareness in multiple parts of your body. Multiple parts of your body are aligned with different rhythms, okay? Your footwork is on one, your hips are doing something else, your shoulders, your arms, and your head, okay? And then shaking around your head, shaking around your body, really engaging your hips. There's things that it teaches you, whether you want to learn it or not. There's energy it releases from your body, whether you want to let it go or not. And it is very good at transforming energy. And that challenge, when you're so, like in yoga, somebody's so focused on holding this pose. Haitian folkloric dance, you're focused on getting into that pose perfectly and out of it. Again, you're focused on getting into that pose perfectly and then undulating your hips and your head and then out of it, turning around, going down, next step, okay? We're not going to stay here for 5 minutes. Oh, let's feel it and let's breathe through it and all that. Again, I'm not going to say yoga doesn't have any value, but I am saying that black dance to me, and especially Haitian folkloric dance, number one of them all, has a lot of healing and medicinal properties, and to me, it's a lot better than yoga, okay? I'm in New York City now, getting ready to head back to Chicago, and I can say that one of the great things about New York City, there's many great things, but you can literally, there are all kinds of dance classes for every kind of dance you could ever think of, 7 days a week in multiple studios. And so, as somebody, you know, when it comes to Haitian folkloric dance, Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Cuban, you can find that 7 days a week in New York. Other cities are not like that. The closest to that is the Bay Area. The Bay Area has a lot going on in the realm of dance, okay? I don't think it's still like New York, but it is very close. Other than that, you can't find all this stuff in Chicago, in Philly, in Miami, in Atlanta, in Houston. It's New York, okay? So if you're ever in New York City, or you're ever anywhere where you can take a Haitian folkloric dance class, because there might be some in Boston sometimes. I think there is one in Miami right now. You can definitely find Haitian folkloric dance in the Bay Area, and then there's an amazing teacher in St. Paul, Minneapolis, who I know, who I used to study with. I mean, I've studied with her before. She used to be in Oakland, and she moved to St. Paul, Minnesota, and I will go back there just to study with her, because the other thing too is that in Haitian dance, there's a lot of moves that you do, and especially with the wonderful teacher I studied with in New York. Like, I've studied with many great teachers, but one of the best of all, the best dance teacher I've ever studied with across all dance forms, is a teacher named Peniel Guerrier, who's in New York City, and he teaches in Brooklyn and Manhattan. If you want his class info, I'll definitely give it to you. But even how he does his warm-ups and certain moves is a lot of balancing on one leg. Balancing on one leg for a long time period, while you might lift the other leg up, and then to the side, and then hold it, and then back, and you're this whole time balancing on this one leg. You may be on the ground in a stretch, and then you lift up from the floor on one leg with the other leg extended, and it really tests your balance. It trains your balance. Forget about testing it. It trains it. You don't train your balance by standing on uneven surfaces. Like when you see people in the gym on the balance balls and uneven surfaces, that only makes your balance better on that uneven thing. But in real life, that doesn't make your balance better. In real life, if you want to train your balance, you have to do it on a stable surface, which is also one reason why ice skating is so great for that. And ice skating season is coming up. But the balancing, the body awareness, the agility, the power, the technique, the breathing, the shaking, the gyrating, the undulating, the footwork, the stomping, the movement of the head and the shoulders, you know, whatever it be, to work it all out and transform the energy. And also keep your body on point, keep your mind-body connection on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can't even two-step, let alone have consciousness in multiple parts of their body. And I'm definitely, I've been away from my dancing. Like, I haven't been doing it like I used to because of being in Chicago and because of being in school and being busy, but I'm back on it. I just went to 3, classes, 3 days in a row, and my body is on fire right now. But I just felt like I had to make this video because I would love to document Haitian folkloric dance. Unfortunately, most of my Haitian American friends don't even know about Haitian folkloric dance. So I'm not talking about compa, I'm talking about the folklore. And if you ever have an opportunity to take a Haitian folkloric dance class, do it, okay? It's a whole nother level. It's not like West African, it's not like a lot of things, okay? And it is, again, it's the poses and positions that you get into that are very yoga-like, but then you're involving hips and shoulders and head and all of that. Pilates is cool, but one needs to lift weights. You need external weight on you to really help strengthen your muscles and your bones. And also, dance is good because it helps with fluidity and getting body awareness and like moving and shaking and gyrating and getting control over the body. So, but Pilates is good. Anyhow, I'm losing my light. It's the end of the day. I think daylight savings is tonight. I just wanted to make this quick video. And maybe I'll make another one. If you've ever taken a Haitian dance class, let me know. Let me know where you've gone. And if you haven't, definitely check it out. If you want recommendations in the Bay Area, Minnesota, New York, let me know. And yeah, that's that. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good day. And also, I just want to say that men should be dancing like that too. Okay, men should be moving their hips and moving. If you want to age gracefully, okay, all my dance teachers who I've been studying with for like 20 years, they haven't aged. Okay, and they were teaching for like 20 years plus before I started taking class with them. One of my childhood ballet dance teachers who used to teach me when I was in elementary school, I still see him. He looks the same. So dancing can really keep your body in shape and keep you intact and functional as you get older. Okay, so I think I made my point, and I'm losing my light at the end of the day, and I hope you guys have a good day. If you're on YouTube and you don't follow me on IG, follow me on IG. And if you're on IG and you don't follow me on YouTube, follow me there as well at The Body Scientist 81. And I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.